Hi!
I'm Coco Ferosha.
And I am Isis Mirage.
And we are here to review RuPaul's Drag Race, the Lost Season, Episode 2, aka Season 1, Episode 2, bitches. Yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first mini challenge was that they gave the girls little digital cameras or whatever, and we stuck over here that they didn't have like smartphones.
Right, no Twitter.
No selfies. So yeah, they just had to take like pictures of themselves like with an emotion or whatever. So
yeah, it was kind of random, right? Like just this is the first season, but it's just like who came up with that? Who said like okay.
So the point of the mini challenge was to decide two winners, which were Miss Ongina and Miss Akasha, and they would get to pick two rival girl groups. And one of them had to do the makeup, one of them had to do the hair, one of them had to do the choreography, and the last one had to do the costume.
Now, although I know some may disagree, I feel like that was pussy on fire for Akasha to be like happy that Cher was retiring or whatever. Like, I know I've seen in the past people saying that they didn't agree with like what the fuck Akasha getting like winning as well because of that, but they needed two teams, they need two team winners, and Ru was like, this is a stupid challenge anyway, and Akasha, you really tried it, so, for anyone that's like feeling that way, like, get it together, it's not that important, really.
Yeah, so then the girls split up into, the two teams, wherever they picked their teams, and Miss Tammy was picked last. I mean, we all kind of saw that one coming, at least I did, because Tammy doesn't give that character, Tammy's so old school, like, Hollywood. For the people that got her,
I guess.
And even for the people that didn't, would just see Tammy and be like, I don't know how she'd work for a girl group. Especially the type of girl group.
Yeah.
That I'm sure Team Akasha wanted to go for.
I mean, I can see certain people, like, I feel like it's because they're, like, the team captains or whatever, because I feel like, say, if Nina would have been team captain, she would have been quicker to choose Tammy than, like, Akasha, who's like, no. That being said, I feel like Tammy is very like old Hollywood glamour, like she can give you that, like, and it really depends on what kind of girl group, because I can see Tammy doing like Lollipop and shit like that, like she'll be a perfect band member for something like that, so, it really, when it comes to like drag and everything, it's like, it's kind of pretty much adaptable.
I just think she knew what kind of girl group, and Akasha's vision was going to be Destiny's Child.
Of course. I'm just saying, like, it ain't like she can't be a girl group member.
No.
It's just about your genre, you know?
You gotta switch it up.
Yes.
But we're forgetting that the girls gotta sign songs. So, the vision would have maybe been adapted to this song more. Maybe she was trying to be open-minded, and then when they got that song, it was like, okay, that's what we gonna do.
I mean, I guess,
because you ain't gonna come out, Destiny's Child, like, doop doop she whoop,
Well, maybe not, but that being said, Beyonce did Why Don't You Love Me with a very pin-up look, and you can still modernize something.
I feel you.
I'm just saying, like, it's adaptable. Like, I can see why, say, Akasha wouldn't choose Tammy Brown, but what I am saying is that actually, if they would have
had more of an open mind.
Had more of an open mind, let her have a little bit more input, and they could have actually come up with something really sickening together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So while the teams were working together, there was some tension on Team Akasha between Akasha, Tammy, and Miss BB.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like ideas, not agreeing with what to do on the group, and like Tammy was trying to have her say, and they just weren't having it, honey. They just weren't. Miss Akasha was not feeling the cape, and
I don't know if it was just Akasha, because when Jade was in the confessional talking about, I can back her up because Akasha's group leader, Booski Boo, like, if you really
feel... her up, though.
Yeah, like, I feel like Jade was not feeling the cape idea, neither, none of that, and she wanna act like it's all Akasha, but Jade was not feeling the gig either, she was not feeling it.
And I just feel bad for Miss Tammy, who couldn't get her, like, input into the group, Yeah. Because that's a shitty feeling.
Yeah, of course. And because, like I said earlier, like they could have come up with something really sickening together.
Yeah.
Maybe not the cape.
Oh.
Maybe not the cape, hey. You know, but something.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, I want to say that this stupid background music that they got going on behind Miss Jade right now, talking about Akasha, the makeup artist, got me.
So now she gave me 3 colors, 3 eyeshadows.
Like, what am I supposed to do with this? So I had to keep asking her, like, you know, what color blush do you want? Do you want low lashes? And
Yeah, all that shit, like, that's the key.
cracking me up, yeah.
That's the key, honey. Yes. Now, over on Team Angina, for me, yo, it's the way that Chanel says things, the way that, and what about this? And what about a cutout with the lower part? And maybe we'll go here. It's just like...
I'm giving you 20 AB stones, and this is exactly where I want you to put them.
It's like... There's a tone. There's a tone. So the guest judge this week was Michelle Williams, and
Yes.
you know, the first time that happened was like, who Beyonce? Who Beyonce? Who Michelle Williams? I'll take that. Okay, I'll take that.
Michelle.tumblr.com. That's all. Okay, so it's time for the runway. Mother Ru looked royal in her blue, honey, that cobalt, honey. Well, her money might go gone. Yes, God. So it was time for Team Angina to perform, aka Serving Fish, and I think they did pretty well.
Yeah.
I didn't particularly like the separation of the blonde girls and the brown hair girls.
The brunette.
The brunettes, they just seemed like, you know, split up. To me,
Yeah,
like, two were like this and 2 were like this.
I got that a little bit, yeah.
I personally couldn't take my eyes off Rebecca because, again, beat, and she's just so pretty and snatched, and you know,
she does have a paint. She
does, and I like her lip sync as well.
Yes.
Chanel was cute. She was good. Maybe I don't know, was she overdoing it? I don't.
Well, you know, she's got her style and everything, but you know, she wasn't.
Angina was out there and, you know, on it, whatever, fine.
Angina was killing now. Angina was like, yes, God, she hit this one moment where I was like,
yeah.
Yes, Angina did that, yes.
And Nina was just completely out of her element.
Off to the side, like
missing the moves. If she didn't have immunity, she would have been bottom 2 because, bless her heart, she did not kill that.
She didn't. And it's weird because, you know, Nina Flowers, like, she rolling around all over the place. She cartwheeling, fucking ripping off her braid, like, you know, she moves. Yeah. So it's kind of weird to see that she was struggling with the choreography.
Yeah.
Now, I know Chanel said something, but for me personally, I just was living for the whole effect that was given. Like, it's kind of out of place to have, like, that Texas hair on, but I just love that they did.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Kinda.
Yeah, it made it drag, it made it old school and everything, and I guess it was kind of, not funny, but like, you know, where do you see that?
Yeah.
You know, like a girl group like that doing fucking Destiny's Child with that hair, like, I don't know, I thought it was sickening. Out of place, but still sickening.
So next up was Team Akasha. The girls were called 3D.
Yes, which I thought was a sickening name.
Yes.
Like, the first time I ever heard that, I was like...
Divas, yes. Yeah, BB in that first, like, 5 seconds. Gave you the face, honey. That's when I started to look at her and I said, okay, this bitch is sickening. Yeah. And I really started to take notice of BB at this point when I first watched it, I mean. Yes. Yeah, she was really on point, lip sync on point. Miss Jade was pretty on point with the dancing. Obviously, she's a dancer. They didn't really show much of Jade though.
No, they didn't show that much of Jade.
No. Akasha was, you know, she was hitting it at some points and she was kind of missing it at other points and like a little bit messy.
It was messy. It was kind of messy, yeah, a little bit.
And Tammy too, all over the place. Didn't know her choreography, knit coming out, coochie coming out, like.
Yeah, there was a lack of rhythm.
Not a good. I don't think Tammy was feeling it.
No,
in any way, and
it was too short.
Just.
You know, cause I don't mind your pussy hanging out or your nipple hanging out, but like, you know, the way Tammy acted, like It was like, ooh, you fucked up and you knew it and you let them know it and
Yeah.
yeah. Now, in terms of the look, I feel that Akasha probably had a strong hand in those looks. Something tells me, something tells me that Akasha definitely played a role in that.
Yeah.
And
I wasn't mad at
I wasn't mad at it.
Apart from Tammy's, that was a little. I don't know if it was the way she was like, just.
But I thought overall it was sick, and when Vivi turned around and she took that like pin out her hand, let it down. Yes.
Yeah.
And I clicked a little harder when I didn't have nails on.
I can't even.
Okay, now, I'm not going to be mad at it because I know the judges are there to judge and that's what they're there for, but Miss Merck, you have a little bit of nerve though, like talking about Angina's tuck, like when you ain't never had a fucking tuck.
Yeah.
One, like I said, y'all there to judge, I get it, like she's allowed to say it, but I'm just like, you tried it a little bit though.
She did try it a little bit.
And not only that, but I feel like, even when they zoomed in on Angina's tuck, like, she seemed good to me. I'd be like, you good, girl. Yeah. You go. Like, I didn't feel like there was snakes on the plane.
You go, girls. It's my time.
That's my time, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Like, there's stuff going on down there. Like, I don't know. No matter, like, how much you talk and everything, I feel like you always gonna have that fat pussy. Like, it's always gonna have some meat to it.
Stop.
It is. I'm sorry, you can't. Listen, an illusion, a mirage, but
you just, try. There's a dick, so there's only so flat it can really go,
And tape. That's only putting more stuff in there. You got, Angina, not everybody talks, there's different categories of performers and showgirls and everything. But Angina, there's something there, okay? There's something there, and there's tape, and there's balls, and there's skin, and you can't be, we ain't looking for Turkey Lurkey right now. We ain't looking for that. We're looking for America's Next Giant Superstar.
Okay.
Leave Turkey Lurkey alone.
Okay. We'll leave Turkey Lurkey alone. When Ru asked the girls of Serving Fish who should be sent home, Miss Rebecca really wasn't trying to play around no more. She wasn't trying to play no games. She just went in for the throat, the jugular, the and you could see Chanel inside went because she really
cracked the shade between the two, Rebecca and Chanel. Like, that was pussy on fire because Chanel did not go down like Rebecca wanted her to.
Nope.
She gotta have that last word, honey.
Yes, God, she gotta give her, you're going down, bitch.
Yes, it was sickening.
Yes. The judges really came for Miss Akasha and Michelle Williams really came for her. She really tried her. Akasha! Like she a turd that you just found left under the toilet seat. Like,
what was that? What was that too, Akasha? Like, you don't even know her like that.
No, like she let him know. She shits on him all the time.
She does. They
talk about bad apple and she's like,
wow. Yes.
Kill it, bitch.
The thing with Tammy Brown is like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of hard for her to like take critique because every time it's just like Michelle Williams, it's like food, like they just, because even when she was on All Stars, she was like, oh well, I'm not running out with a makeup line right here. All it is, like...
She does not take it well, bitch. She
always... But I
snaps
feel...
the cat back.
She does. But, it probably comes from feeling like people misunderstand her drag and everything. Yeah. And she might have felt a little stupid doing like the choreography and stuff. So, I get it, but dang, Gina.
Okay, so the winner of this week's challenge was Miss Angina and Team Serving Fish. What will they? The bottom two were Mr. Kasha and Miss Tammy Brown lip-syncing to Michelle Williams' We Break the Dawn.
Yeah.
Now this lip sync to me is just iconic. Like, for me back in the day when I watched this, like for the first time, it was like, my little Akasha's all grown up, you know? Like, it was truly like
a moment. It was a moment.
Yes, she killed it. And Tammy, I mean, it was just, I think Tammy on principle was not gonna do that song. Like, she don't do that, you know?
Yeah, I
think Tammy just came thinking it was maybe going to be one thing, and then I don't think the competition was for Tammy.
Yeah, not at that point at least. Yeah, definitely, but I don't know, it's like, you wanted her to fight, but regardless, like, even maybe if she would have anyway, like, Akasha did that, like Ru said, like, she broke the motherfucking dawn.
Yeah. Just honey.
She got fucking Michelle Williams crying, and it's like, you know.
And the whole turnaround from before they were saying.
Because she's saying how she just saw a messy man, and it's like, bitch, don't underestimate the power of drag and the power of a performance. Because, you know, she had you fucking crying like however many minutes or whatever later. Like, boom.
And Tammy Brown's "See You Later" in the magazines is truly
iconic.
And all my life I have good luck.
Yes. Literally though, like, the first time we saw that is like playback like 20 times type deal.
Yeah,
like,
it was unreal how funny that was.
Yeah. And to this day, I don't know if it's like Tammy didn't realize that Sashay Away was like, I feel like she took it like Ru was saying it to her personally, like it wasn't like the catchphrase. It was like, oh.
We love you, Tammy. Love you.
Planet Tammy, honey.
Okay, so remember to hit the thumbs up button. Remember to subscribe if you ain't. All the, you know, information you need is down here below in the Penny Snipper section. Let us know what you think in a comment and things of that nature. So, bye.